G'day folks, Parker here. Welcome to Sportscast Pick'ems for week 16. Looking at last week's week 15, we did a better than the week before. We went to 11 and 5. Obviously, getting a few of the ones wrong. 49ers wrong. Browns, look, that was always going to be a very long shot. Panthers and Jags, pretty much all those first four games were just absolute nah. Then we started to pick up a bit of momentum again, but the Chargers just failing us there against the Bucks. And yeah, that's how we finished week 15. Still in the high 86s there overall, and a total record 148.76. Let's get stuck into week 16. So we've got the Broncos and Chargers for Thursday night football. I've already made my pick here, as you can see through here, but the Broncos are the ones that we are going for. And it's pretty easy. I know the Chargers are going to be at home. I think the Chargers will be definitely tough at home, but there's a lot of on the line for both teams here. Broncos win. They pretty much guarantee themselves a playoffs spot. I think currently in the division, the Broncos are slightly just ahead of the Chargers because obviously the Broncos won last week, Chargers lost. So there's a lot to play for here, but I've picked the Chargers even though they are away from home. Texans Chiefs are... Mahomes is week to week with a high ankle sprain. Look, this fella, he played in the Super Bowl. He played in the championship game with one injury. I don't see him being sat out against the Texans. They may look at it, but I don't see Mahomes, unless it's completely severe, to want to probably sit out. So in that regard, I have picked the Chiefs. If Carson Wentz comes in, it would probably change me a little bit. But for now, I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. Steelers-Ravens. The Steelers had a loss last week. Obviously, this will be kind of a bit of a revenge game here. Ravens losing last time in Pittsburgh. I've gone with the Steelers. Even though they were away from home, it's a divisional game. It's always going to be tough, hard fought. And again, the Ravens for me are a little bit here and there. 9-5 record, 10-4 though. Divisional game. Anything is on the line. Ravens at home could probably be why a lot of people are. Just the defense still can be a little bit iffy. Browns, Bengals. Well, I don't know what's going on with the Browns. It looks like Jameis Winston's been dropped. I don't know who the next fella is. Bengals for me there. Giants, Falcons. Now, Kirk Cousins has been benched for Penix, so this is huge. But I don't think it changes my mind. I think I'll just go with the Falcons still for this game here. Lions over Bears. Lions. Look, they are absolutely riddled with injuries at the moment. The Lions. They're a wounded animal. But I think they're going to be too good for the Bears. Now, the Bears looked okay against the Vikings. I think the Vikings seem to struggle at times, though. They did have a lot of control, but I said in the stream I did that a couple of times the Bears had scored one of those touchdowns, especially the touchdown that they got taken off them. I think it might have been a completely different game. It might have changed the game there. But yeah, look, I don't even know if Caleb's going to start. I would presume so, but with your season well and truly done, would you bother risking an injury to him? I don't know. Lions. Colts, Titans. This will be a tough one, but Colts at home I think will have the edge as long as their running backs aren't dropping the ball before before they go into the end zone. We could be right here. Rams over Jets. Look, Jets won last week, but the Jets are still the Jets, and I just think the Rams still have a lot to play for now. Obviously beating the Niners last week and also the Seattle Seahawks. That division is still up for grabs there between these two especially. So Rams is my deal. Eagles, Commanders. Look, I'd like to go for the Commies here at home, but I think the Eagles are showing too much. They have shown a lot all season. Yeah, it's just going to be too good here. Cardinals, Panthers. I'm going to back the Panthers again. Yeah, the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals. I don't know if this is legit. I haven't really looked into it, but I think if the Cardinals win all their remaining games, they've got a chance. But yeah, I'm going to stick with the Panthers. 8% say I'm silly, so it's only 2% say I'm a bit silly with that pick. But I'm going to stick with them. They have looked good, apart from last week. I'm just going to back them again. Why not? Hell of it. Vikings, Seahawks. Look, Vikings clinched the playoffs last week, thanks Bailey, because the Rams won and the Seahawks won. They had clinched the game, so the Rams won and the Seahawks lost. The Vikings clinched the game before they even played against the playoffs, before they even clinched the win against the Bears. But they've still got plenty to play for, especially because the Lions lost last week. So, they'll be looking at what could be. Maybe the Bears will push the Lions again this week. They still got a lot to prove and a lot to fight for here. So, Vikings for the win here. Patriots, Bills, I think the Bills is just going to be, it's a divisional game. I just think there's nothing to it. I think the Bills will win this outright and with MVP, in my opinion, leading the way there. Jags, Raiders. Raiders. I know the Jags have got issues, obviously. The Raiders have got even more. Without Max Crosby last week, they still, to be honest, they didn't really get slaughtered last week without him. But we'll see. I'm just going to pick the Jags here. 49ers, Dolphins. I'm picking Dolphins primarily because they're at home, really. Good weather for them. I think it'll be suited. Maybe Hill can get a few more yards and a bit faster. I don't know. There's been something out there that, maybe he needs to find a new place. Who knows? Dolphins. Buccaneers, Cowboys. Yeah, Bucks. They're just one of those teams, man. And I can't go past them against the Cowboys. Cowboys have been lucky to get a few wins, I think. And Bucks, yeah. They've still got a lot to play for as well, for the division. Saints, Packers. Look, I'd normally be streaming the Saints, Packers, but it's Christmas Eve here when that game falls on. I won't be at home. I'll be at Mum, so I won't be streaming that. I won't actually be streaming any of the games next week. The only one I'll be streaming will be the Broncos Chargers, which is my tomorrow. But Packers, Saints, Packers. It's always the Packers. Go Pack, go. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, quick slide through there for the picks. I'll just slowly scroll up. You can see them there. Some you're probably thinking, what the hell are you on, folks? Maybe it was the walk in the hot sun just before, but that's what it is. See how we go. And we've only got a couple of more weeks left of the regular season, and we should have a better idea after this week, really, in regards to the playoffs. Until next time, folks, so let me know down below what your thoughts are. How are you going with your picks or your predictions? Get in the conversation. Until next time, folks, take care of yourselves and each other. If I don't see you beforehand, have a very Merry Christmas with you and your family, or support your loved ones and everything. Just have a great Christmas, no matter where you are. Until next time, see you later.